G'day guys, I'm Raganak. Today we're going to be talking about the Type 88 LMG. So the Type 88 is the second unlock in the support class, so you'll unlock that as soon as you get a few kills with the U100 and K5. It's a pretty awesome gun. It's got 200 rounds, the rate of fire is 700, magazine size is 200, which is really nice, and that way you don't have to reload very often with this weapon. Now let's go over some of the perks I use. I usually go with a red dot, usually Cobra or Coyote is really nice as well. For the accessory, I usually go a laser beam simply because you like the better hit rate of fire, since it's very widespread on LMGs. For the barrel, the suppressor is actually surprisingly good. It slows down the velocity, but the damage is still really good even at ranges. So if you want to stay hidden on the map, suppressor is actually really nice on this weapon. Now, if you want to go the longer range, you can go the heavy barrel for the better accuracy. If you prefer the better stability, you'll want to go the muzzle brake. In the underbarrel, I usually just go stubby grip, and potato grip's quite good as well. For the paint, I just usually just go a starburst pattern because they're cool, but that's up to you. Alright, let's go and see what the hit count is. So, with the muzzle brake on and the laser beam, so if I turn the laser beam off, see how much wider it is, whereas on it's just a little bit nicer. And you can just shoot like that, and you can still get a relatively easy kills from the hip. But as soon as you go out range, that's when you might want to aim down the sight, like that. So let's work out how many hits we need. So I'm pretty sure it's 5 hits. Yep, 5 hits. And how many headshots? Looks like 2 headshots. Yep, definitely 2 headshots. Alright, so medium range, it's also 5 hits. And long range, also 5 hits. If you go very long range, pretty sure it's still 5 hits. So like you got a pretty good range with this weapon. Okay, it looked like it might be 6 hits from that range at the back there. It's a bit hard to tell. But even with the silencer on, the damage is unchanged. So if you want a rock silencer, that's great as well. Your bullet velocity, however, is a bit lower. So at the longer ranges, you'll notice it a bit more. But at close ranges, it's just as good. So every now and then you'll find yourself in a situation where you spawn behind them and you can just absolutely floor it and mow all of them down like this. And it is the best thing ever because you don't have to reload, you can just keep going and going and going. But the gun stays surprisingly accurate and the damage is really nice. So if you ever used a PKM in Call of Duty or previous battlefields, this is probably the most similar weapon to it, just because it does high damage. The fire rate's a little bit lower, but it stays relatively accurate, so it's quite lethal in the right hands. Works best in close quarters maps, just like Operation Lockers or Metro, but it still does a pretty decent job at medium range as well. Now with the silencer, you can still stealth as if you were a sniper sneaking around, simply because no one can hear the fires of your weapon and you don't light up on the minimap. And it still does really good damage, it doesn't seem to affect the damage at all. Anyways guys, thanks for watching the video, I hope you enjoyed, hope you give this weapon a go and find as much enjoyment from it as I did. I'll see you in the next video.